All right, what's up, y'all? Jerry here, and we are back with another daily live stream. And we're not wasting any time, man. We are hopping right in to an eliminator draft, and we get pick 2. What a great way to start it out. And my goodness, are you guys? Oh, I ended up in Huhaim's draft. Man, here I am trying to go in a draft right when this starts, and I just end up in a draft full of everyone else in a stream. We got Huhaim's at the 12, Air Jeff, Brew Crew, DJ Espinoza, Game Tight, Kate Alexander, The Docs, Ululu, Texas Fox, R. Ritter. Man, this is a full stream draft too. So, hey, fun way to start it out. I get picked 2, so I'm going to be happy with that. Give me Gibbs, give me Bijan. No better way to start the eliminator. Gibbs goes. I guess I'll settle with Bijan. I'm happy with that. Welcome, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We're out here drafting an eliminator. There is a promotion going on. If y'all don't know, you do have to opt in on your mobile device. And if you draft 4 eliminators within 4 days, you get a free one. So I like free things. I'm trying to max this contest anyways. So I'm definitely going to be doing a few of these over the next couple days. What's up, Bugowski? How we doing with the Flurmst? That's a new one. There we go. I don't know why you're putting an L in there, man. We're not taking any L's around here. And my goodness, in this draft, we have Texas Fox pulling up Christian McCaffrey. We have Game Tight pulling up Ashton Jeanty. McCaffrey at 3, Jeanty at 6. Jamar Chase went pick 5. Kate Alexander is so happy right now. Yo, what's up, nice and blind? How we doing, baby? Trying to get sneaky might have backfired. It's not necessarily even getting sneaky. It's more so like I want to have a draft just right at the start. I just want to be ripping a draft right when I'm starting the stream. The BBMs are the only ones I intentionally try to get sneaky on. But yeah, this one it's going to be an interesting one. JSN pick 9. Wow, dude. Jackson Smith and Jake Butt pick 9. What's up, BKG? How we doing? Who are the players the title refers to, or is it more of a strategy outlook? Yes, the title. I mean, I was trying to make a catchy title, I'll be honest. But I do want to talk a little bit about Spike Week players versus more like floor, steady Eddie options. Because in best ball in general, we tend to really think about these elite Spike Week guys and kind of think these more floor plays, steady Eddies are boring and aren't going to hit our lineups as much. But it's kind of wrong. You know, these guys that are a little more consistent that you think of, they do actually spike. They do hit your lineup more consistently. And I'm going to be drafting a ton of them this year, specifically in the eliminator. I'm talking guys like Michael Pittman, Wan'Dale Robinson, Josh Downs. As the draft goes, we'll talk about them a little bit, but some of the traditional Spike Week guys I'm not as interested in this format, at least early in the draft. But there are certain tier breaks where a best player available is just the best player available. And I do think we need some of both on each team. Now, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, maybe it's bad getting double Falcons in the eliminator. I don't care. It's unique. I love getting unique. What's up, Wilson? How we doing? Great to see you in here. And we ended up in a full stream draft, man. It's going to be an interesting one, but hey, it'll be a fun one to advance. Now, I think Nico Collins still just the best player available, so I'm going to take him. Brees, Javonte, Kyron, Etienne, all these guys are a little expensive in this contest. They all get pushed up. Let me lean into a hero running back with Bijan and then get 2 potentially elite receivers in Drake London and Nico Collins as well. The one hole R Ritter goes with Gibbs, McBride, Josh Allen, going with the onesie positions. Very interesting approach, but hey, it's unique. I don't necessarily love the elite tight ends or quarterbacks in the eliminator, but by all means, go for it. Getting these, when it comes to like spike week receivers versus more steady guys, I want my guys that can spike to be drafted early because they're still going to come with a nice floor. Guys like Drake London, Nico Collins, they can be a true wide receiver one overall any given week with their ability, but they should also have like a decent enough floor where they're going to hit our lineup very consistently, provide good value, and not kill our team, assuming they stay healthy. Might put up a couple duds, but as opposed to some guys maybe like Alec Pierce and guys around that range or later that are seen as spike week guys, kind of going to be a little less interested in this year overall, but the eliminator for sure. BKG recently changed your strategy too. Hey, I'd love to know what you changed your strategy from and to. Really interested to hear everyone's perspective because the eliminator is still a fairly new format for a tournament. Last year was the first year that had the head-to-head component after week 1. And 2 years ago when they had the first eliminator, it was little pods, which seemed a little easier to advance far, but I don't know. It's tough to say which one's better. I think the head-to-head, there's definitely more of a luck component just based on who you get matched up against each week. Whereas when it was little pods that got thinner as it went on, kind of like the worst teams just got weeded out. And man, Garrett Wilson, this fall on Garrett Wilson needs to be studied. I'm telling you. I know he plays for the Jets, but he's just so talented, man. We see Mike Evans get pulled up to 39 in this one. Tet at 45 goes. I would have loved Tetero McMillan on this team. All right, we're one pick away. What is Texas Fox going to do? Has 2 running backs and 1 receiver and goes with Terry McLaurin. Now, I'm looking at Quinshon Judkins. I'm looking at Jalen Waddle. I'm going to go Judkins on this team. Nope. I'm going to go Jalen Waddle. Here's a spike week guy that could just smash this year. And what I'm hoping for is this guy. Okay, perfect. Yes. Just looking at the way this guy was constructing his team, he got the 1 running back, then the quarterback and tight end. I didn't think he was necessarily going to want to take another running back. And if so, might prefer someone else. But Jalen Waddle felt like a good pick there. He ends up taking DJ Moore and Christian Watson. Christian Watson, kind of a guy I really am not interested in the eliminator. Injury concerns and just a pretty exclusive spike week player. I mean, he can absolutely smash. And maybe he does stay healthy the whole year and can be more consistent. But Packers spread the ball around a lot in general as well. Jordan Love doesn't necessarily throw the ball that much each game. So not my favorite type of guy to get. Honestly, though, you can make the same argument for like Jameson Williams, who I will be drafting just because I'm a Lions fan. Sometimes you got to be a little biased, okay? But we can acknowledge our bias. Wilson, happy we got the Falcons players for sure. Missed yesterday's stream. You joined the promos Underdog has, right? I did. Yeah, I've opted into the promos. I even did the slow puppy promo, which I don't do a ton of slow drafts, but hey, buy 2, get 1 free. I like me some free things. So BKG changing his strategy to value wide receivers on teams that can win now, possibly following good showings while not being super competitive in regular season overall. As far as running backs, you're wanting players that may have strong stretches. Yeah, very good points. I mean, we want good players on good teams, right? That's definitely important. And yeah, when building a running back room, that's one thing I'm going to have to think about when I have 2 week 11 buys in Bijan and Judkins with my first two running backs is who might be a strong player down the back end where my bye weeks are getting stacked up a little bit. Yo, what's up, Ray? How we doing? Puppy champion. Great to have you in here. Is drafting time. At least in the early rounds, got a team with JJ, Garrett, Scatabo, Evans, and Travion in the 5 spot. That's a fun team. Travion is a guy that does fall in the eliminator. Running backs generally get pushed up, but some fall more. One of them being Travion, just because of Ramondre and him still being a factor early in the season, possibly throughout the whole season. What's up, Nathan? How we doing? Love was in an MVP race last year before PS2 broke Watson's shoulder and picked him. I mean, I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but he doesn't have the highest pass volume. Now, maybe something does happen with Josh Jacobs. Maybe he's just washed and they end up throwing the ball a lot more, but they like to spread the ball around quite a bit too. Although if Romeo Dobbs, he's gone, and Christian Watson does stay healthy, then that'd be pretty nice. Now, easy pick right here is Jaylen Warren. We get Jaylen Warren 7 spots past ADP, starting with 3 running backs and 3 receivers. Feels very solid. Now, right here, I got to choose Parker Washington or Jalen Hurts. It's tricky because I want to take Hurts. Just getting an elite quarterback is really valuable, but I'm not passing on my boy. All right, we're gonna get P Wash on this team. Also has a different bye week. I like that. And I am gonna get 3 quarterbacks on this team. I might even be looking at Bo Nix with one of my next picks. I would reach a couple spots, but stack him with Jalen Waddle. And stacks aren't that important in general in this format. Not caring about stacks too much in the eliminator. Bijan, though, and Drake London. Tua is a player I like to get late in the eliminator. Definitely think he's going to start the year. Probably think he's just going to start the whole season. So I'll be happy with that. I have a 0-3-4-0 start with Bijan, Judkins, and Jaylen Warren as my running backs. Drake London, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, and Parker Washington as my receivers. This is a really, really fun team. Really fun way to start the eliminator. How's the promo work? Can you do 4 eliminator slows? Yeah, you can. You can do slow drafts, but you just have to opt in first. So you have to go on your phone, not desktop. It has to be on your phone. Click the promo tab at the bottom in the middle, and then click start before you do your drafts. And yeah, you can just enter slows as well. They also have one for the slow puppy and the fast puppy and best ball mania. So I love free things. I'm going to do it. I've already done my puppies, slow and fast, and I've done 2 of my best ball manias. Speaking of promos, DraftKings also has a promo where if you draft a Millie Maker, then you get $10 back in bonus funds. So I like free money. I do like some DraftKings drafts anyways, so might be hopping in a DraftKings drafts later this stream. I think I might do one more on Underdog after, and then we might hop in a DK. They also have another promotion where if you deposit $25, then you get a free $25 Millie Maker golf DFS ticket. And I don't know anything about golf, but hey, it's free. And I can just use that $25 to draft a Millie Maker that I'll get $10 back for. So there we go. Hot take, Travion over Scat, Judkins, Tootin, Montgomery. I mean, Travion definitely has the highest ceiling. As far as pure ceiling, yeah, Travion is nice. All right, now here's the real test. So what we're talking about. Alec Pierce is in the thumbnail. Michael Pittman is right here too. Who would I rather have on my team? Or do I want 2 quarterbacks here? You know what? Let's try this in this tournament. Let's go 5 receivers early. And let's push quarterback. Let's try it out. I like Michael Pittman more than I like Alec Pierce in the eliminator. He has the injury concerns, and he's just a pure spike week player. He can get you literally 0 points in a week. I do like Alec Pierce, but not necessarily in this format. Quarterbacks, Jackson Dart, Patrick Mahomes, Stafford, Bo Nix. There's a lot of guys. I could take Bo Nix to stack up with Waddle. But honestly, I would rather just have Mahomes. I don't care too much about the stack. The injury concern early is a bit of a thing, but I do think he's going to start week 1. And I plan on drafting 3 quarterbacks anyways. Could have considered a Kenny Gainwell, who I like as well, but I have 3 really strong running backs, so I'm going to lean into them. I have 5 really strong receivers. So in the eliminator, I could even stop at 6 if I want to, because they all have different bye weeks too. Might do that actually. Might look at like a 3-6-6-3 on this team. We'll see. Yo, keep Tua between us, friends. Yeah, let's keep the Tua on the low, man. No posting about Tua on Twitter, because I kind of want a few more shares before training camp stuff starts, because I mean, if he's looking good, if he's looking accurate, he could just go in like the Aaron Rodgers range. Really, like, why are we drafting Geno above Tua? I don't know. Wilson did the BBM and Fast Puppy promos. Yeah, what's up, Marcus? How we doing? Judkins exposure? I don't have a lot of him. I am curious, though. Let's look at Eliminator and season. So just for drafts in general, I have 4.4% Judkins. That's kind of where I want to be, around 4%. I'm not super big on him. He is coming off a bad injury, and they have a pretty bad offensive line. But in the eliminator, I'm probably going to have more of him. Yeah, 8.5% over 59 drafts. Just because he's going to be the RB1 and he's going to have a big workload. So I like that in the eliminator a little more than relying on him for certain weeks in the playoffs. Yeah, Bijan London, really, really fun way to start this draft for sure. And let's keep Tua between us. Also, I'm forgetting, I'm in a completely stream draft right now. Look at everyone in this draft. I think like at least 10 or 11 out of 12 people are in either my stream or Who Hames. And I joined this draft before I started my stream. So yeah, that's just a little quinky dink right there. Oh, you think candles could help with the golf? Hey, if we hop over there, I'll show you guys the golf ticket I made. I literally just threw some shit against the wall. But hey, last time I had a golf ticket on DraftKings, I actually made money. It was a $10 ticket and I got paid out $20. So hey, got a free $20. Give me Jordan Mason, Texas Fox. Come on now, please. Would love Jordan Mason on this team. Let's go. And if I get Kelsey too, this guy already has 2 tight ends. So give me Kelsey as well to stack with Mahomes. Come on now. Come on now. You already have 2 tight ends with McBride and Fannin. Let's go. Travis Kelce stacked with Mahomes as well. I Hey, we're drafting a shipper, folks. This team is incredible. If we can land the plane at quarterback and tight end, this team is incredible. We have Patrick Mahomes stacked with Travis Kelce, running backs Bijan Robinson, Quinshawn Judkins, Jalen Warren, Jordan Mason, all RB1s on their team that can have strong starts to the season and strong seasons altogether, which is what we want in the Eliminator. Receivers, we have 5. Drake London, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Parker Washington, and Michael Pittman. I mean, my goodness, we're drafting a shipper. We just got to land this plane at quarterback and tight end, but man, I'm feeling good about our skill position players. We could even get 4 quarterbacks or 4 tight ends if we want. Like, if we want to get that wild, we can afford it with how good our skill position players are. What's up, Brian? Just getting here. Great value picks so far. Yeah, I think so, man. We got some really nice falls at running back, too. Jalen Warren falling 7 picks, Jordan Mason falling 8 picks. Love it. And yeah, we'll keep this between us, too. The A-Rod. Yeah, we have Pittman as well, so we have double Steelers. Broncos hit Mahomes an average of 8 times a game. Damn, that's not good. That's not good. But hey, Jackson Dart was next to him in ADP. I don't think he's really any bill of health either. Bo Nix is coming off a broken ankle too. Although Denver offensive line was actually really good last year, so good for Bo Nix. Now, what I don't love to see is a bunch of quarterbacks off the board too. I have to keep in mind our Ritter next to me only has 1 in Josh Allen so far. But we've seen Malik Willis, Sam Darnold, CJ Stroud, and Daniel Jones all go off the board. And we are 6 picks away right now. A bunch of tight ends, too. Jake Ferguson, Isaiah Likely, Dalton Kincaid, Dallas Goedert, and Mark Andrews. So this middle of the board and Chig is definitely where a lot of tight ends and quarterbacks go off, which I don't necessarily love. But hey, I got some ideas, all right? All right, skid marks. These are the guys that I want to see go off. Let the running backs go. Let the receivers go. Cam Ward, Khalil Shakir follow. Don't love that. Would I rather just take Aaron Rodgers or Bryce Young? I mean, honestly, if Rashid Shaheed's there, I'm taking him. Keaton Missile, also really interesting, but taking Shaheed right here, yes, he's a spike week guy, but he is going at 143, and I just love him. He's my favorite player this year. I know it's another week 11 bye with Drake London, but that's only 2. And now I can stop at 6 receivers very confidently. And gonna look at another quarterback too with my next pick. Okay, I don't love Rodgers going. Bryce Young also has a week 5 bye, which matches up with Mahomes. Okay, that's not great. Keaton Missile still here, but I need the quarterback. I did not expect our Ritter to go with Rodgers over Bryce Young, given that this guy has Jonathan Brooks as well and no Pittsburgh Steelers, but hey, oh well. The only thing I don't love is now 2 week 5 buys, but I will say this might be a 4 quarterback team. I think with the value we have at our other positions, we could go 4 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 6 receivers, and 3 tight ends, which I think is totally justifiable in the Eliminator too. I don't hate it, honestly. I think it makes sense for this build. Great 4 tight end team. Might be a 3 tight end, 4 quarterback. Just with the bye weeks too and potential injury concerns. Yeah, Ray also can't take Dart over Mahomes. It's just like, yeah, like what are we doing? I mean, for pure weekly spike ability, Dart's great, but it's Patrick Mahomes, man. Yo, what's up, Dave? Just realized I was drafting with you. Yeah, man. I didn't realize I was drafting with all of you. Like it's a tough draft for me, but I actually really like the team I'm drafting. So hey, I'm not scared of the draft room. Fields will probably start for KC if they're afraid. I don't know. I think Mahomes is gonna start week one. He's Mahomes. So this got bad fast. Falcons play Ravens week 5. I mean, the Ravens defense was pretty ass last year. Does seem like they've improved it a lot. But hey, I like drafting like luck is on my side too. Okay. Yeah, this is a tough room. I think if I got Aaron Rodgers instead of Bryce Young, I would feel a little bit better about my team. But the only reason for that is the week 5 bye. Like my team's still smashing. Maybe Rashid Shaheed was a luxury pick, but he is just my favorite player this year. I love me some Rashid Shaheed. Although these receivers, though, at this turn are pretty nice, I will say. Okay, we are 2 picks away right now. Looking at quarterback, I might even pull Tua up. Is that bad, though? I should take a tight end first. Dalton Schultz, AJ Barner. I mean, Schultz is a steady Eddie guy. AJ Barner, we're kind of stacking up the week 11 buys, but I just like him so much more than Dalton Schultz. And I cannot, in good faith, take Dalton Schultz over AJ Barner. I know now we have a few more week 11 buys, but whatever. We have to get lucky too. Now, looking at quarterback, if he's available, I'm going to take Jacoby Brissett. Taking Jacoby Brissett. I know it's unstacked. I know he's Jacoby Brissett, but he's just going to start week 1 and probably until his bye week. So in the eliminator at 170, when I need quarterback to cover my week 5 bye, I'll take some Jacoby Brissett. I don't know who he plays week 5, but I'm still going to look at 4 quarterbacks on this team. And if Tua can fall back to me, I'll be really happy. Might be a little strange, but I think we can pull it off because when I have Bijan, Judkins, Jalen Warren, Jordan Mason, I'm good with 5 running backs. I don't need 6. When I have Drake London, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Parker Washington, Michael Pittman, and Rashid Shaheed, I don't need 7 receivers. Travis Kelce, AJ Barner, I'm good with 3 tight ends, so I can take a luxury pick with an extra quarterback. Why not? Yeah, Wilson was right. Tight end, then quarterback. Barner just feels like you could end up in a close matchup and he gets 2 tush pushes to save you, and then he buys jersey. Hey, very possible. That's the thing. The tush push out for Barner is just nice. And I find myself just drafting a lot of the cheaper Seahawks. I love Rashid Shaheed and I love AJ Barner. In fact, I know Rashid Shaheed's my highest drafted player, my highest drafted receiver. And I think AJ Barner is my highest drafted tight end as well. If not, then he's top 3. Yeah, even if the team makes it to week 11, it's still really good. And I like drafting like luck is on my side because week 11 is a really common bye week. So chances are you're going to end up playing someone also with some week 11 buys that week. And maybe they have some injuries too. So gotta draft like luck is on your side sometimes too. Oh, the Cardinals play the Lions week 5. Damn. And Tua goes. That sucks. Brew Crew takes him unstacked. Can't necessarily blame him. Maybe I should have pushed AJ Barner and just got my 4th quarterback, but it felt a little excessive. I could even still take like a Kirk Cousins round 20 if I want, just to cover a bye week. Oh well. Gonna be looking at a tight end next. Cade Otton, Pat Freiermuth. I would like Cade Otton for the bye week, and I already have 2 Steelers without Rodgers. I would take Terrence Ferguson over Pat Freiermuth, even if it's a different bye week, just because I don't want 3 Steelers without Rodgers. Okay, Freiermuth goes. Perfect. So I'll take Cade Otton as my 3rd tight end. And what do I want to do here? I think I'm going to look at a running back. And I might just take someone boring. I might just take Justice Hill. Braylon Allen's interesting too, though. Maybe Braylon Allen could chip in a little bit. But I'm going to be boring and take Justice Hill. He has a different bye week. He plays for a good team. And he's going to just get some points without an injury to Derrick Henry. So I'm okay with that. Can't believe you're taking unstacked Mahomes in the eliminator. Should have waited and gone Cousins later. If your team makes it far enough, Mendoza could be good, but I don't know if I'm going to be taking him in the eliminator personally. Yeah, running backs seem pretty good. On point. I think so too. I really like my running back room. And I really like my receiver room. So if I can just get a little lucky at quarterback and tight end, then I like my chances. Man, even Kirk Cousins gets taken. My goodness. All right. Do I just take one of the Browns players? I mean, it's disgusting. But I probably would. I would rather take Shadur over Watson. Quinshon Judkins. Little stack there, I guess. But maybe I should have I think I should have taken Rodgers over Shaheed and hoped I got him back. But I just didn't expect this guy to take Rodgers here. I thought he would have taken Bryce Young, if anyone. And then I probably should have taken, instead of Barner, should have just taken Tua. And then instead of Justice Hill, I could have gotten Terrence Ferguson and a running back with my last pick. But, oh well, might still just end up getting the guys we need. Emmanuel Wilson, the biggest steal all around, going undrafted off June 1st report, then mix in some Helani. Yeah, I like the prices on the Seahawks a lot. Wow, even Shadur Sanders gets taken, man. Brew Crew going 4 quarterbacks too. All right. Man, is Deshaun Watson going to get sniped for me now? That's just disgusting, man. I've never seen quarterbacks go like this before. Yeah, one of the 2 guys in Seattle are going to hit. I just think they're going to throw it a lot more too. I think that's a big thing in Seattle. Another eliminator? Yeah, I think we'll hop in another eliminator. I got something to do for the promotion. And these rooms are a lot easier to fill on stream than off stream. So I like doing them on stream too. Mike Washington goes, I'm just waiting for Deshaun Watson to get sniped for me, of all people. But who knows, man? Deshaun Watson might just cover the week 5 bye, and that just might be good enough. Don't care about the week 11 bye. Not when I have 4 quarterbacks. If I switch the Parker Washington pick, what would be the flip? I'll check that out. Yo, best ball and call, real one, man. Who on the TV and me on the phone? I respect it. Let's take a look. I'm actually really curious to know because I took Washington instead of Hurts. So instead of I probably would still taking Mahomes. Let's look instead of Bryce Young. I could have gotten Jalen McMillan. So would I rather have Jalen Hurts and Jalen McMillan or Parker Washington and Bryce Young? I mean, if Parker Washington truly hits his ceiling and is the wide receiver 1 in Jacksonville and just smashes, then it's a better pick. But if he's underwhelming, then Hurts and McMillan will be much better. But yeah, Bryce Young is probably going to be pretty underwhelming too. I think overall Hurts and McMillan probably is better. Oh well. I'm not going to be mad about it. Sub Green Bean, Naked Jordan loves your QB2 in the Eliminator with a double stack of Rice and Kelsey with Mahomes. Good enough. I mean, yeah. I usually like to go 3 QB more in the Eliminator. Even if I have Mahomes and Jordan Love, I try and go 3. But unstacked is totally fine. I don't really care about stacks in the Eliminator whatsoever. Dave says he built some 2 QB limbs. Doesn't feel amazing about it. Felt like May and Dart could have risked it, but don't know. Yeah. I mean, Dart and May, yeah, you can stop at 2. If you get one of the guys in the 6th round, 5th, 6th round, even the 7th sometimes, you can probably stop at 2 if you get another one a few rounds later. But if you get Bryce Young as your second, then in the Eliminator, you might want to get a 3rd. So let's recap this team. I don't know if I landed the plane, I'll be honest. I still think it's a really strong team, but I think it could have been a little better. We got a 4-5-6-3. Patrick Mahomes, Bryce Young, Jacoby Brissett, and Deshaun Watson at quarterback. Extremely disgusting. Running backs, Bijan Robinson, Quinshon Judkins, Jalen Warren, Jordan Mason, and Justice Hill. Really nice. Receivers, Drake London, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Parker Washington, Michael Pittman, and Rashid Shaheed. Absolutely incredible. Tight ends, Travis Kelce, AJ Barner, Cade Otton. Pretty great too. So it kind of just comes down to quarterback, and at least we have 4 of them, but only 3 of them might actually be starting. And Maximus just got Tyler Warren at 79 in an Eliminator. That's incredible. I think I have a draft where I got him at 80 as well pretty early on, but I'm going to do some big dog roulette now. If y'all know big dog roulette, we're hopping in a big dog. If it snap fills 12 out of 12, we're going to stay. If not, I will leave. Wow, waiting for 5. It's getting closer, guys. It's getting closer. It might just happen one of these times. But we're hopping in another Eliminator. Waiting for 4. If you want to join, welcome. Welcome. I know, man. We're getting close on that. We're getting close. We've seen the draft quite differently since Hurts was what opened up. I thought maybe a good running back might have made sense somehow. Really like the picks around Shaheed and Jordan Mason. Yeah, myself as well. I love Shaheed. And I really like the Jordan Mason fall because he's been rising as well off some good reports. And oh, dude, we get the 102 in our last draft. And what could be better? The 101 in this draft? Oh, thank you, underdog gods. I appreciate it. Maximus in here at the 11. If you're in the draft, let me know. Oh, we got Kamala in here at 2. I think that's you, right? Is that you? Are you my drafting neighbor today? Welcome, welcome. Sipping on that kombucha, man. The only thing is that carbonation kind of makes me have to burp sometimes. Gotta try and mute my mic. All right, we're taking Gibbs. We're getting the jersey too. Come on now. And that's right. I came prepared. I thought it was going to happen. So I kept it close. We're not even making a run for it, all right? Got to get the jersey on. Shout out Jahmyr Gibbs. What an incredible way to start this draft. Oh, my camera got all messed up. Come on now. Fix the lighting. Come on. Come on now. Audio listeners are so confused right now. All right, the exposure's better now. All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that is Kamala at the 102. Pick 5 is your favorite to explore new lines with? Yeah, 1, 2, something. Something's got to shake. I love getting pick 1 and pick 2, man. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, pick 5 is nice to get a little different on. And McCaffrey brought up to pick 4 again in this draft. He went at pick 3 in our last draft. Puka falls to 5, JSN 6. I think JSN went at 8 in our last draft. Very interesting. It's nice seeing the first round get shaken up a little bit. And yo, we got the garage in here. Shout out Fantasy Garage. We're going to be on his channel on Thursday, I believe. 7:30 Pacific. If y'all want to tune in, hit up your boy Candyman. Subscribe to him too. And a little Bowers pulled up to 13. Okay. I like seeing these draft rooms get a little different. Maybe because of this promotion, we're getting some people drafting who haven't done a ton of eliminators. And they're kind of fresh in the streets. So interesting to see. Derrick Henry goes at 16. His ADP is actually a lot higher in this contest than others. But man, I'm chilling at 101 with Jahmyr Gibbs right now. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Chase Brown, 19 as well. Who are we going to be looking at this turn? This is where it gets a little tricky because ideally, I do like pairing the receivers with Jahmyr Gibbs here. If guys like London, Pickens, Nico, even Devonta Smith are available. In the eliminator, the running backs do feel a lot stronger, but man, honestly, I kind of like the way we built our team last draft. Although I got a little lucky with some running back falls too. But like Pickens and Nico are pretty hard for me to pass up on just because I think they're the best players available. Javonte goes, so yeah, I'm going to be boring and just take Pickens and Nico. If Javonte was there, I maybe would have considered him. I like Breece Hall. I don't know, man. He's just on the Jets. He's on the Jets. And in the eliminator, we need you to be good every week. Feels a little expensive for him here. Kyron Williams, like he's an eliminator ass pick. He's just going to get a lot of volume. He's going to be consistent. He's going to get some touchdowns and not crazy spike weeks. Pulling him up is reasonable, but elite receivers are good too, man. And Pickens, he might just be the receiver one in Dallas. Nico Collins, I think he can bounce back. Hopefully he stays healthy with CJ Stroud. And just getting those two elite receivers or borderline elite receivers to stack up with Gibbs feels really good. Gibbs being the 101. Yo, Christo saying every time I tune in, you have the 101. Interesting. Hey, man, you got to tune in more often then. Got to tune in more often. We got the 102 in our last draft, which I'm happy about too. But what's better than that? The 101, baby. So, hey, if you could do me a favor, go down, hit that like button for me, subscribe if you are new. We're streaming every single day, man. Having a great time doing it and drafting some great teams as well. Hoping some running back values fall back to me in this one like they did in our last draft, because getting guys like Judkins, Jalen Warren, and Jordan Mason all to fall to me past ADP to stack with Bijan really helped my team in the Eliminator. So I'm kind of hoping for something similar on this team. If not, we'll figure something out. But I'm feeling pretty good with this start. So in the rest of the third round, Josh Allen went at 33 in this draft. He got pulled up to 25 in our last one. Bunch of receivers started to go off the board too. Rice, Smith, Olave, Egbuka, Flowers. Jacobs goes at the turn. He's a guy who, man, he might just be one of the best picks in the Eliminator. Or he could just absolutely kill your team. Because even if he plays all games and doesn't face any legal issues, he might just be washed. Didn't look so great near the end of last year. Not very explosive. Doesn't really catch a ton of passes. Does get touchdowns, though, which is valuable. And is the clear and obvious RB1. So, could be great in the Eliminator. Could just be washed. I definitely like to take him, though. And I think at that 3-4 turn, it is worth mixing in. Dave Montgomery, also a very nice Eliminator pick. Houston Texans with a pretty juicy schedule to start the year as well. Okay, DeAndre Swift pulled up. If I were to take a running back, who would it be? I don't even know, man. Like Bucky, Bashal Tootin, Travion Henderson. I'm not really interested in these guys right here. I might even just take two more receivers. It's a little tricky because running back values late don't feel so good, and you can still get some good prices on receivers because they tend to fall in this tournament. But when it's just best player available, I think Jalen Waddle fits this team very nicely as well. Luther Burden's interesting, but you know what I might do is take Colston Loveland on this team and get an elite tight end, because I think it makes more sense when I'm trying to get overall expected points each week to get an elite tight end rather than a fourth wide receiver. That fourth wide receiver can hit my flex each week, which would be really valuable. But we can get good receiver values later. We saw in the last draft, we had some nice ones available late. So let's try this out. Getting an elite tight end right here. Pass on Lamar. I would just rather get the elite tight end than the elite quarterback, I think. It's a toss-up, though, because quarterback prices do get steamed up a lot in the Eliminator, especially later in the draft. Like we saw where Rodgers went and Bryce Young and even Mendoza. All these guys get pushed way up. So Lamar Jackson, being pretty much the same price as he is here in other formats makes a lot of sense to take. Might mix him in a little bit. I haven't taken him much in the Eliminator. We'll see. Nice start by the Garage. Hey, glad we got the Garage approval. Oh, Remy saying everyone's sleeping on BTJ. I would be one of those sleepers. I'm not taking him a ton. I'll mix him in a little bit, but I am a Parker Washington over BTJ, bro. Yes, I am. And I'll stand by it. How we doing, Air Jefe? Happy Taco Tuesday. Yes, happy Taco Tuesday. And hey, Maximus is listening to you. He took Brian Thomas at 59 right here, followed by Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison is the week 14 bye, which is really nice. But their schedule as a whole is quite difficult, which is a little concerning to me in the Eliminator because we need points every week. Maybe it means they're playing from behind more and going to throw more, but I just don't feel so great. I'd rather get good players on good teams. Like the Lions should be good. The Cowboys should be good. The Texans, they should be a good team. We'll see how good their offense is. The Broncos should be good. The Bears should be good. I think that's a pretty simple strategy to go with in the Eliminator. So sometimes it's just simple. Just keep it simple. Romo Dunze falling quite a bit too. He's going later and later in here. This foot blurb is really sticking with him a lot. Okay, don't love seeing these running backs go. We had Jaylen Warren fall to us in the last draft. He gets taken here. Chuba Hubbard would be really nice. He does have the week 5 bye, but he should just be the unquestioned starting running back for the Carolina Panthers to start the year. And I think that's pretty valuable on the team I'm trying to create. 2 picks away, Jaden Daniels goes. Will Kamala snipe me? Still have a lot of other options as well. Okay, Chuba does go. Do I want Harvey or do I want to just try and push running back more? Maybe we'll try out like a hero running back build. Instead of just like settling for Dowdle, let's take Parker Washington and then I'll take either Caleb Williams or Jalen Hurts. Caleb is an easy stack with Loveland. We just don't necessarily need to stack. But honestly, kind of feels a little safer at this point than taking Hurts. So I'll do that. And we'll try a hero running back build in the Eliminator. Usually I try and get more running backs early on, but at least when I have Jahmyr Gibbs, I can try and really lean on him a bit. I feel great about my 4 receivers. I have an elite tight end stacked with my quarterback. So if my quarterback and tight end are both good, then it's going to really help. And hopefully I can get some nice running back values to fall to me with my next few picks. Okay. Glad I took a quarterback. Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert off the board shortly after. DK Metcalf goes in between. Rico Dowdle at 77 to pair with Jaylen Warren. This guy at 5, Big Sweezy. Interesting build, pretty fun. Started 3 receivers with Puka, AJ Brown, Smith, and then gets Judkins, Jaylen Warren, Rico Dowdle, and has Lamar Jackson as an elite quarterback. So pretty fun team right there from the 5 hole. I like it. Getting Puka at 5 too is really nice. Yo, what's up, Chris? How we doing? Great to see you in here. Happy Tuesday. Jordan Tyson at 79. It's really interesting to see his price in the Eliminator compared to Best Ball Mania. The rookies in general are going to be drafted lower. And I don't necessarily love him too, especially with the injury concerns. They're still easing him in. I've seen him go as late as like almost pick 90 sometimes. Definitely the late 80s. So he's going like 2 rounds later sometimes, man. Oh my goodness. Doing great. So you lost money on France. How we doing this fine Tuesday? I mean, I put $50 on France to win the whole thing. So I lost that too. We can bond over that. We can trauma bond over that. But still having a great day, man. We out here streaming, having a fun time doing it as always. Okay, more receivers. Michael Pittman goes at 86 in this draft. So it's kind of what I'm saying. Okay, Maximus. Yeah, Maximus knows. Maximus is on the same wavelength as us. Takes Michael Pittman at 86. I love it. I think he's just going to be a smash pick this year. And I still think he's underpriced. Should probably be going in like round 7, honestly. I'll stand by Michael Pittman over Courtland Sutton. All right, I'm 2 picks away. I need running backs. Josh Downs still here is really nice. Rashad White goes. I would really love Kenny Gainwell on this team. Kind of need Kenny Gainwell. Okay, we do get Gainwell. That's nice. And I might just take Brock Purdy as well. I'm a big Brock Purdy fan this year. I think it feels good getting our second quarterback now instead of reaching on another running back. I don't know if it's necessary. So let me get Brock Purdy. We have Brock Purdy, Caleb Williams at quarterback, running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs and Kenny Gainwell, receivers, George Pickens, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Parker Washington, and Colston Loveland at tight end. I think the team's coming together really well. We're doing like something similar to our last draft, except we're doing a hero running back instead of getting more robust running backs too. And getting an elite tight end and higher value quarterbacks as well. So fun to try out this variation. Okay, Kyler went off at 99. Mahomes, 103. I like how this draft is going. Very different from the last one. The last draft, man, in like the first half of it, it felt great. And then in the second half, when you throw ADP out the window and you got a bunch of people who are sharp, it gets pretty tough. Maximus saying you were executing it extremely well, playing into your strength instead of forcing an RJ Harvey tier pick just to have some green. Yeah. That's the thing, man, especially when I'm going to be drafting 150 eliminators. I want to max it. So just reaching up for guys, I don't know if this is necessary. Sometimes you just got to get values, get a little different, get a little unique, and take what the board gives you and structure your team well. Like we were talking about with steady receivers and spike week receivers, I want to get my spike week receivers early. So a guy like George Pickens and Nico Collins, even Jalen Waddle, these guys can get 20, 30 plus points and really help our lineup. But they should also have a lot of games of just like 10 to 15 points, which won't kill our team and can help provide value too. A little bit more than like the Xavier Worthies or Jordan Addisons or Alec Pierce's, Jaden Reed. Like these type of bets in the middle rounds who are kind of classic spike receivers, they don't feel so good to me. I would rather take the Wandales, Michael Pittmans, Josh Downs, even Ricky Pearsall, I guess. I don't know. Ricky's kind of a little different than both of them. But as far as archetype of receiver, yeah, I'm pretty heavy leaning in towards those types in general, but more so in the eliminator for sure. Now, let's take a look at the players available. We are 5 picks away. Still pretty open on what we can do. If a really nice receiver value is there, I might not be able to pass up. I'm kind of hoping that Mayfield goes or Shuck because I already took my second quarterback and I don't want to take my third yet. But I'm still happy with Purdy because Mayfield has the same bye week as Caleb anyways. I'm not looking at tight end. That's for sure. Could be open to receiver. Definitely open to running back. Jacoby Myers goes. He's the only receiver I would have considered. Hey, what's up, Money Anything? How we doing? Coming in here with the boom. That's what I'm talking about. All right, George Kittle goes. I think Chris Rodriguez and Tyrone Tracy are who I have to take right here. These are guys that can, like these situations, Jacksonville and New York Giants, they're extremely questionable and shaky. These guys could just be close to zeros, both of them, or they could both just absolutely smash. But for the type of running back room we're building, they make perfect sense. So we got Caleb Williams, Brock Purdy holding it down at quarterback. Feel great there. If I'm stuck at 2, it's not the end of the world. But if I can get a third, I will. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kenny Gainwell, Chris Rodriguez, Tyrone Tracy. Feels nice. And then 4 receivers as well, George Pickens, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Parker Washington. And then Colson Lovin at tight end. So love having Lovin there at tight end as well. Makes the team feel really strong overall. Plus, when my running backs are thin, at least I have Jahmyr Gibbs. Because that'll just make me feel a lot better overall. Okay. More tight ends are going. Jake Ferguson, Mark Andrews, and Dallas Goedert. Couple of receivers in Golden and Shakir, and then Mayfield and Shuck off the board after us as well. Kincaid goes. So at the next turn, I'm pretty flexible on what I can do. I'm going to need to think about more tight ends eventually. I have the option of stopping at 2 with Loveland, although generally in the eliminator I want 3. But I might stop at 2 depending on who I can get. Same thing with quarterback. Receivers, running backs. I've caught up well at running back. I definitely could still use more. And there's some nice receivers available at the next 2 turns for us. So I don't feel too desperate there. Kimalaman asking how he's doing. Let's take a look. You're my draft neighbor, so I'll take a look. Dak and Mayfield. Nice 2 quarterbacks right there. Bijan, Javonte, Chuba. Really solid running backs. Rice, Terry, Jamo, Josh Downs, Pearsall. I mean, great receivers. And George Kittle at tight end. I don't love George Kittle. He kind of scares me just coming off the Achilles, but there's still a lot of draft left to go. I'm sure you're going to get 2, but at least 3 tight ends, or maybe even 3 tight ends. So, yeah, team feels really strong. Really, really strong. Steady running backs, great receivers, and see what you can do at tight end. I'm a little worried George Kittle isn't going to start the season, but, I mean, he wants to play week 1. He's talking about playing week 1, so who knows? All right. Thankfully, Kamala didn't listen too closely and take Chig because Chig is who I want right here as my second tight end and lets me stop at 2. And then looking at running backs, Tyler Algier is the top of ADP, but I kind of just like Tajay Spears more. So I'm going to take Spears. And now my running back room, extremely satisfying. Look at my bye weeks. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfectly satisfying. Loveland and Chig at tight end feels amazing too. And I still have 4 really strong receivers. I definitely need more receivers, but I think it's a good idea to lean into the ones you draft early. When I have Pickens, Nico, Waddle, and P-Wash, I mean, they could all start in my receiver and flex every week. They really could. So leaning into that, I think, is a good idea. And now I think I've caught up really well at running backs too. I have Gibbs holding it down at the 101, and then Gainwell, C-Rod, Tracy, Spears. All 4 of these guys can get us points without an injury. So on a hero RB team in the eliminator, I think that's really valuable. And they all have outs to an increased workload as well. Plus, what's kind of fun is all of the running backs on their team that get drafted ahead of them, like Bucky, Tootin, and Scatabo, all these guys go in around like 4 or 5 and might get paired up with Gibbs. So it's kind of fun stacking up all of the RB2s on those teams instead and getting other positions where those higher drafted running backs are taken. Because a lot of people, man, they're really desperate for their running backs this year, especially in the eliminator. But in general, man, they're really desperate. So it's kind of fun getting a little more zero RB or hero RB and then leaning into the other side of these more ambiguous, questionable situations. I think we're doing a good job on this team. So we're going to try and land this plane. Bunch of receivers have gone off the board since our last pick. Omar Cooper, Trey Tucker, Juwan Jennings, Jalen Naylor, and Ryan Flournoy are all gone. Running backs, Algier, Pacheco, and Charbonnet, gone. Gadsden, Henry, and Strange are gone. We are 6 picks away now. There are still some receivers available in a tier for me, and I think I want one of the top available guys left. And looking at the guys in front of me, all of them have at least 5 receivers. So it makes me feel a little more confident that I might get one of the guys I want coming back to me. And there's some nice tight end values here too. There's also some nice running back values. Do I need 6 running backs? Gibbs, Gainwell, C-Rod, Tracy, Spears. I mean, I could probably get away with 5, but I think 6 I would feel better about. We'll see what Kamala does. I might have to double up on receiver right here. Okay, Debo comes back to me. That's perfect. I'm also looking at Jerry Jeudy and Trey Harris. Running backs that are available, Tank Bigsby, Brian Robinson, Alvin Kamara. I don't know if I want a third quarterback in this spot. Mendoza, Jacoby Brissett. I don't think so. I took Debo, and I think I take Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, give me Jeudy. as our sixth, when I wait to get Debo as my fifth and Judy as my sixth, just some veterans that can get us some points. And I mean, they might not be completely washed yet. Debo's probably going to go up when he signs. I think he's playing this year. I have a ton of him in the eliminator. I checked my exposures briefly before this, and I have a ton of Debo. I'll actually let me pull up my eliminator exposures right now because I've done, let's refresh, 60 teams. And I'm also in one slow draft for the eliminator. Looking at my exposures, Michael Pittman is my highest exposed receiver. Parker Washington, number 2. Debo, Flournoy. Jamo St. Brown, no surprise. Jamo, dude, I get Jamo in the 6th round in the eliminator. I know I'm talking down on some of the Spike Week guys, but 6th round Jamo, like, come on, dude. Rome, he's fallen a lot too, so I'm scooping him. Godwin, I love. Coker. Jamar Chase is interesting. 15% Jamar Chase in the eliminator. I must have just got a lot of pick threes or had him fall to me. That's really nice. I have a lot of digs as well, assuming he's going to go up in value when he signs. And yeah, the exposures are slowly coming together for the eliminator. Interesting to take a look at. Let me see how far away I am. Make sure I'm not auto drafting. Okay, I'm 11 picks away. I'm going to hop back in the draft so I don't get too distracted. I want to see what receivers came off the board after I picked mine because I'm hoping a lot did. Calvin Ridley, Malik Washington, Cooper Kupp, and Trey Harris go off the board after Judy. So I am happy I took Judy there. Seeing Cooper Kupp go at 178, that's a little rich. Really nice pick here by Maximus, going with Jacoby Brissett at 182. I quite like Jacoby Brissett in the eliminator. He's one of the cheapest starting quarterbacks, and I had my questions about what's going to happen with him at the start of the season when he was holding out for a contract. But after seeing him have like a private session with all his pass catchers, it makes me a lot more confident in drafting him because he's taking it seriously, putting in the work with his guys, fully expects to play. Now, Mendoza is falling. Would I take Mendoza at 192? I don't know. I would rather take Tua if I'm going to get a third quarterback, honestly. I think I might be done at 2 tight ends, Loveland and Chig. I can go 3 quarterbacks. Oh, wow. Tua gets taken. And Mendoza. So maybe I'm done at 2 quarterbacks then. Okay. I guess I'll get 3 tight ends instead. Caleb Purdy, I'm totally fine having just those 2. Really does not matter. Now, there's 2 clear picks that I want right here. And I'm really hoping I get them. Kamala still only has 3 running backs. They are 3 strong ones, but he's going to need to look at more running back eventually. He takes Braylon Allen. So if I'm going with my third tight end, since I'm not going to get a third quarterback, I think that's going to be Terrence Ferguson, last tight end available in a tier. And I quite like him. We don't have a week 11 bye at tight end. And then receiver, I'm going to take DeJon Stribling. Stribling is a stack with Purdy. And when I just look at my receiver room, I can afford to take a rookie that might start slow. Pickens, Nico, Waddle, Parker Washington, Debo, Judy, and Stribling, I think is a really, really good receiver room. And I like getting a rookie late. I don't love taking the rookies earlier in the drafts. Like these receivers, Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon, I don't love them as much in the eliminator. But I do like taking the late guys in like the last 3 rounds as the last receiver on my team. I think it's kind of a fun way to get upside and survive early zeros. Tight ends are absolutely smashing as well. Loveland, Chig, Ferguson. Absolutely love it. These are 3 of my highest drafted tight ends. Getting them all on the same team, smash. Now, running back or quarterback. I don't think there's a quarterback worth taking. I don't want a Browns quarterback. I don't want Kirk Cousins. So I'm going to look at an RB6. And who do I want? Very interesting looking at these guys. I want someone that's going to get me points, but I want someone with upside as well. Like, I'm considering just taking another San Francisco rookie in Kalen Black. Y'all know I love Kalen Black. And what if something does happen to CMC like week 2, week 3, and Kalen Black is just a guy? Could just win you the eliminator. Emmanuel Wilson, James Conner, also really interesting. James Conner is just a fun veteran to get. We haven't heard too much news on him. Most recent thing, limited at OTAs. There's a lot of speculation that he might get traded, might get cut, might just stay on the Cardinals. Who knows? But he could just be a decent click to get points. Or he could just be completely washed. More rookies like Mike Washington, Emmett Johnson, Katron Allen. I know a lot of people like Katron. A lot of interesting picks to make. I feel like 1 or 2 of these guys are going to smash. 1 or 2 of these guys are going to hit. And we're going to wish we drafted that player every time. And I'm doing my best to try and identify who that is. The thing with Emmanuel Wilson is he also fits my bye weeks because Jahmyr Gibbs is 6, C-Rod is 7, Tyrone Tracy's 8, Spears is 9, Gainwell's 10. Emmanuel Wilson would be bye week 11, so it's very satisfying for the OCD bros getting all the bye weeks just to, consistently line up. But we'll see. I think I'll take one of these 3 guys. All right, looking at other players available. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone worth taking. I don't need a tight end, don't need a quarterback, don't need a receiver. Do any of you guys have some interesting round 18 clicks or 17 in the eliminator? Would be interested to hear. Okay, let's see what Kamala does. So we did end up catching up at tight end after starting with Kittle. Got Gadsden, Barner, Hawkinson. So yeah, tight end room feels really strong. Kalen Black, Emmanuel Wilson. Who would I like to take? I'm going to go with Kalen Black. Similar to Stribling, let's just take the rookie. We'll take San Francisco rookies with our last 2 picks. I think it's fine. I mean, they were drafted round 2 and round 3. That's pretty nice. See how it works out in this team. Dave's been taking Keenan Allen in general. In conviction, he'll sign and rise. Convinced he'll sign and rise. Yeah, I've been taking some Keenan Allen too recently. I was not taking him early in the offseason. I was last year. I was hammering Keenan Allen last year before he signed. Now I've started taking him more and more, assuming he's going to sign soon around training camp. Because I think he's still got some left in the tank too. Yeah, I've been in on the Keenan Green Bean with another Allen, LeQuint Allen. Very interesting. I mean, similar to LeQuint Allen, one guy I'll take like once in a while is Trevor Etienne. Not often, but once in a while. Dave likes Helani and Elims too. Yeah, Helani's gotten some buzz. Was he still available in this draft? doesn't look like it. So let's recap our team. We have a 2-6-7-3. Caleb Williams, Brock Purdy at quarterback. Generally, we want 3 quarterbacks in the eliminator, but getting these 2, I still feel really strong, so I'm happy with that. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kenny Gainwell, Chris Rodriguez, Tyron Tracy, Tajay Spears, and Kalen Black. I went with the hero running back in Jahmyr Gibbs. Didn't get my second until pick 96 with Gainwell. But I think we landed the plane quite well at running back, and we got a lot of guys that have a ton of upside and floor. And then a really fun pick, Kalen Black, round 18. Someone I just like to take a stab on as my bet for the RB2 in San Francisco. Receivers, George Pickens, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Parker Washington, Deebo Samuel, Jerry Jeudy, Dejon Stribling. Really, really nice looking receiver room. Yeah, ton of floor, ton of upside. Late rookies, really fun too. And then Loveland, Chig, and Terrence Ferguson at tight end. Yeah, smashing. This is a really fun team. I like it a lot. Here, running back can make it a little tricky early on, but hopefully these guys can hit for us. We just need 2 of them. We can start 4 receivers, I feel like, so I like it. Dave has also been jamming the Kalen Black. Glad to hear I'm not the only one, because a lot of people have been telling me I'm wrong for it, saying that Jordan James is the guy, but I don't know. He was drafted in the 3rd round. He was the 3rd running back taken in the draft. Jordan James didn't touch the ball once on offense last year, so I'll take some Kalen Black. National champion. National champion Kalen Black. Now, you know what? I'm feeling wild. Let's do big dog roulette. We were waiting for 5 last time. Oh my gosh, we're waiting for 3. Oh, wow. It was getting close, guys. It's getting close for that big dog. My goodness, it might happen. It might just happen. Maximus did an elim the other night. Guy went 2-4-10-2. I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close, man. But, I think I'm going to hop over to some DraftKings. And I'm going to hop in the Best Ball Millie Maker. I want to make sure. Okay, I had these tickets. DFS ticket, that other ticket. I think I already opted into the promotion. So I think it works if I. Oh yeah, this is my golf thing. So this is who I picked. I picked Scotty Scheffler. Who is that? Matt Fitzpatrick, Si Woo Kim, Tom Kim, Jacob Bridgman, and Victor Perez. This is who we're rolling with in golf, all right? I don't know anything about any of these guys except Scheffler's like the man. So we included him. But let's hop in this Millie Maker. DraftKings has a promotion right now where if you do a DK Millie, then you get $10 back. So $25 draft, you get $10 back. I love free money. So I'll do one. Oh my goodness, pick 2. Yo, what a night. This is incredible. We get pick 2 in our first draft, then pick 1, and now we get pick 2 again. Hey, we are getting blessed tonight by the drafting gods. So I'm going to be super happy about that. One thing I don't love about DraftKings, you have to wait a minute and a half for this draft to start. Better be lucky than good. Yeah, dude. Absolutely, especially in best ball. You can get as many right picks as you want, but if If you don't get the right pod, if you don't get the right one or two little minor things happening, then might go from winning it all to winning nothing. All right, if you are in this draft with me, let me know. I know we hopped on over to DraftKings, but we got some DraftKings lovers in here. So hopefully we don't lose too many viewers on the DK, but hoping to catch a bit of a wild draft, you know. All right, 35 more seconds. DK is just so much slower, man. These 30-second clocks and then 2 minutes to start the draft after it fills. I don't love that. I'm just so used to the 20-second clocks now that 30 seconds feels like an eternity. Except I do wish there were 30-second clocks when I'm streaming with other people because it makes it a lot easier. A lot harder to get your picks in time if you're streaming with someone else. Okay, draft has started. Hopefully it goes quick. Gibbs off the board, then Bijan right after. I'm not going to hesitate and take Bijan. I think there is a case to make with taking Jamar Chase, though, or even Puka in full point PPR. In full point PPR, there's definitely a case for Chase or Puka. I mean, look how good Puka was last year, man. 26, 27, 25, 39, 24. Then he got injured for a game, comes back, 22, 17, 15, 13, 38, 30, 49 and a half, 15, 26, 37, 11, 34. I mean, Puka's insane. Absolutely insane. Bijan, I mean, he was great last year. A lot of 30-point games. But you know what, man? Like, I honestly might be chasing Puka over Bijan in full point. When I really think about it and what these guys can do over the course of a whole season and in a particular game, I mean, Chase is phenomenal too. And if he has Joe Burrow the whole season, then yeah, he's going to be incredible. Oh my goodness, Josh Allen, pick 11. This is what I'm talking about. DraftKings streets are alive. Josh Allen at pick 11. This is why we like drafting on DraftKings sometimes, all right? We get some people blessing our lobby. And for whatever reason, people just, oh my God, Travis Kelce round 2. The thing is, this probably isn't going to get canceled either. Josh Allen, Travis Kelce. What a way to start the draft. But probably just someone who's really casual, like, oh, Josh Allen, he's the best player, and Travis Kelce, he's the best tight end in the league. The casuals are coming, guys. Now, getting those two guys drafted so early, I'm really hoping I get a value to fall to me so I can get a unique team with Bijan. Bijan going almost exclusively at 2. So if I could get some nice values to fall to me, I would absolutely love that. Chief Dell in the 7 hole starts with McCaffrey and Saquon. That's a pretty fun start. 2 vets who, I mean, would it really be that surprising if they finished RB1 and RB2? Probably not. All right, St. Brown drafter is on the clock. What are we doing, buddy? Taking the full 30 seconds. Just to auto pick Kenneth Walker. Okay. Achane would be a ton of fun. I do have one team with Bijan and Achane already in the DK Millie, which is pretty sick. Drake London would be fun too. Another Drake London Bijan start, which is unique, but we got it yesterday and we got it today. I'm pretty much taking any one of these top 3, I think. We'll see what these guys in front of me do. Drake London, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is not too exciting because he doesn't catch passes either. Like, I'm pretty tempted to take Bowers over him. Okay, Henry goes anyways. Let's take Bowers and then hope one of these top 2 receivers comes back to me. I don't like falling behind on receiver in DraftKings. Full point PPR, they tend to go pretty quick. I don't want to fall behind. All right, Cop Daddy, what we doing? Really thinking about his picks. He goes Trey McBride. I like to see that. That means I will get either Nico or Pickens. And we'll see what this guy does. He takes Pickens, so Bijan, Nico Collins, Brock Bowers. Love that start. Going to be really happy with it. Me and pick one, both starting with a running back, tight end, and receiver. I like it. I like it a lot. There goes Rashee Rice. Definitely better in full point PPR. I mean, he was really good last year when he played and was just consistent and healthy. Gonna see how he is this year coming back from the rehab of, his knee in jail. That's something, man. Rehabbing in jail is something. But maybe he's just used even more with Mahomes coming back from injury, not expected to run the ball as much. Rashee Rice might just fall into a lot of points, a lot of catches. Okay, Olave off too. Man, some of these guys, the full 30 seconds. Do we really need the full 30 seconds? It's round 3. One thing I would not recommend in the DraftKings is I don't love starting 3 running backs. It can feel pretty good, but just the values later do not feel good. It feels a little different on underdog, which is usually a little backwards. I feel like DraftKings in the past has been more running back heavy, underdog more receiver heavy, but it seems flipped this year. Okay, I'm really curious to see what this team at 11 does. After starting Josh Allen, Travis Kelce, then take Zay Flowers. Okay. So now he's just drafted normal now? Maybe he is colluding. Could be. T. Higgins goes at the turn, followed by ETN. Pick 11, the weirdo, takes Bucky Irving. So still is a little weird. Pulls up Bucky to 38. But hey, maybe he's just new to best ball this year. Hasn't really done any drafts yet. He just wants to get his guys, You're welcome in our room anytime. Okay, Garrett Wilson off the board too. Man, I'm realizing we're getting awfully close to the start of the season. It is July 14th. It feels like nothing has happened in the news cycle for 2 months or at least a month. Feels like nothing's really happened. And then I feel like at the end of the month, all of a sudden, we're just going to get so overwhelmed with camp reports and news reports, injury reports, all these things. And it's just going to get shaken up completely, which could either be good or bad for us early drafters. Y'all know I've been putting a lot of volume down early, and I tend to trying to capitalize on some ADPs that I think are going to change. But maybe there's not as much this year, or maybe there's going to be a whole lot more, and everyone waiting to do drafts late just confirms everything that we've been hearing. Because we've been hearing a lot of little things, been getting a lot of breadcrumbs for stories, but nothing for certain. Really curious to see teams like the Giants camp reports and practices. I mean, there goes Cam Scatterbo. I want to see him practice. I want to see with my own eyes what he's looking like. And the Jags, I want to see the Jags guys practice. I want to see what Tootin actually looks like, what Chris Rodriguez actually looks like, if he's even practicing. I feel like it's just been taking forever to come up this year. Now, man, Colston Loveland is still here. His ADP is 36 on DraftKings. Or sorry, 39. We're at pick 46 right now. I'm one pick away. Would I take him with Bowers? I never go double elite tight end. Okay, he gets taken. Don't have to worry about it. Receiver, running back. Burden, Terry, DJ Moore. I'm gonna go with Terry McLaurin first over Luther Burden. If Luther Burden comes back to me, fine, but I think Terry McLaurin full point PPR, I like that bet. Burden does get taken. DJ Moore is way more expensive here. Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, the old veterans, we could continue with that trend. Receivers don't feel so great at the next turn either. JMO gets pulled up. I forgot JMO goes way later on this too. Man, I love getting the receivers, but I kind of feel like making the Houston bet in this draft. So I'm going to take David Montgomery with Nico Collins and start off a little steady Eddie. 2 good running backs, 2 good receivers, elite tight end. Hoping to get some nice receiver values later in the draft. We'll see if we can land that plane. Yo, what's up, Matt Henry? How we doing? Good evening to you. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. Looks like a new name too. So, hey, if you're just tuning in, you're welcome here, my friend. We're over on DraftKings right now. Did some eliminators on Underdog earlier, but they got a promotion here. I'm trying to take advantage of it. We're drafting some good teams today too. 2 of our drafts, we got pick 2, and then 1 of them, we got pick 1. Absolutely love it. Okay, looking at this draft board, it doesn't seem like anything too crazy has happened since B. Schaefer. At pick 11 went Josh Allen, Travis Kelce. Devontae Adams, 55, is still just a great value. See him fall in like the middle of the 5th, even the late 5th sometimes. A decent amount, and to me that just feels wrong. It just feels wrong. Parker Washington at 56. I mean, this just feels right. Especially full point PPR. I think he's a great pick. 5th round might be a little expensive. 6th round feels right, but look at his game log. I mean, he got games of 17, 18, 29, 22, 19, 26. Dude's just a stud. His last 4 games, 12 targets, 9 targets, 10 targets, 10 targets. Sure, small sample size, but even earlier in the year, week 7, he had 10 targets. Week 3, he had 11 targets. With another offseason with Trevor Lawrence, supposed to get paid too pretty soon before the start of the season. I just like some Parker Washington, man. Yeah, dude. I agree with you, Seth. I gotta look at the promotions more. And yeah, you're talking about Underdog. I'm on DraftKings right now. I feel like I've missed a lot of promotions on DraftKings just because I don't come over here that often. But I like free money. I like free money. I like free drafts. So give them all to me. And if you haven't checked out the promotions on Underdog, you have to click start in the promotions tab on your mobile device before doing them. I think tonight is probably the last night to start them. So would highly recommend if you're going to do those drafts anyways. So And yeah, Allen and Kelsey is hilarious. And wow, Lamar Jackson, pick 66. What are we even doing, man? Lamar at 66? Insane. This guy, Chief Dell, is fucking cooking. He might even be on auto, but he's cooking. Brian Thomas, 71. I mean, I would consider Brian Thomas. I want receiver. I like Jaden Daniels too, of course, because I have Terry. Okay, Brian Thomas does go. That's a little unfortunate, but yeah, I will take Jaden first to stack with Terry. I want more receivers, but man, this is what I'm saying with the receivers at this turn. They're disgusting. That's why I kind of really like having 3 receivers before round 7 when I'm on this side of the board, especially on DraftKings, because I don't want QJ here, man. I don't really want DK. I think at this point, I need to push receiver to the next turn. And I'm better off just taking another running back right here. I think I am. Quarterbacks are really nice too. Caleb Hurts. I could go with another quarterback and then just be done at 2. That's also an option. Wow, even DK Metcalf goes. Okay. Jalen Warren is nice, but you know what? Let's try this out, okay? Let's go Jalen Hurts. I don't need a stack with Jalen Hurts. I'm just trying it out. Maybe I can get a little lucky at receiver and running back. We have a 2-2-2-1 start. Not very common for me, but Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, I think both of these guys are just underpriced really for what they can do in their rushing upside. Running backs, Bijan Robinson and David Montgomery. I mean, these are 2 just bell cows who I think are both going to get 20 plus touches a game. And then Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin. Only downside to these guys is the pass volume, I think, is going to be a little low on their teams. But they're clearing away the number 1 target without a doubt. So I like getting that type of player on my team. And then Brock Bowers at tight end. No explanation is really needed. So if we can hit on the depth, mostly at receiver, then I think this can be a really strong team. Caleb ends up falling to 78 in this draft. This guy pairs him up with Swift. Would have been nice if Mekhi Lemon fell back to me to 95 because he goes so late on DraftKings sometimes. I see him fall into the 8th round very frequently. And it's not uncommon to get him in the 90s as a backstack with Hurts. I've done it before, and it feels phenomenal. Mekhi Lemon should just be a better full-point PPR pick as well. So I like getting him more on DraftKings than I do Underdog because he's cheaper, and I think his archetype is just better. Now, I don't love seeing all these receivers go. Since I took Jalen Hurts, Godwin, Sutton, Alec Pierce, Lemon, QJ Pearsall, and Michael Wilson all are off the board. Don't love to see that. Would love to see more quarterbacks go. Dak falls to 87, so maybe I read the quarterback room wrong in this one. Maybe I should have pushed a little further, but who knows? Trevor Lawrence just goes 2. I like to see that. Now let's keep the quarterbacks rolling because I'm going to be done at 2. One thing about DraftKings, if you don't know, it is also 20 rounds. So having the freedom to stop at 2 quarterbacks opens up a 9th wide receiver, maybe even a 10th wide receiver for this specific team where I know I'm going to want to catch up. I also like seeing these tight ends go because I don't want Laporta. I don't want Pitts. I don't want Kraft when I have Brock Bowers. So I like seeing them go off the board right here. And I think I'm double tapping receiver no matter what. Justin Herbert's still here, though, man. If Justin Herbert's here at 95, I'm going to regret the Jalen Hurts pick. And he probably will be, man. That sucks. Come on, please take Herbert so I don't have to feel bad about it. Come on. Taking the full clock. I know who I want to. Okay, he takes Harold Fannin. So Herbert's there, but I'm not taking him. I'm taking Michael Pittman first. And then I would like Josh Downs as well. This is kind of what I mean by the title of the stream and kind of the archetype of receiver that I'm drafting a little more of. And yeah, I know I just took Josh Downs and Michael Pittman over Jordan Addison. And a lot of people are going to be thinking that's bad. But I mean, Jordan Addison does not excite me that much. With Kyler Murray, too, sure, it's an upgrade, but he's just so inconsistent. And when he spikes, it's great. Like week 7, he got 9 catches on 12 targets for 128 yards. Like that's great. He didn't even get a touchdown in that game. And he got 24.8 full point PPR points because you do also get the 3-point bonus for 100 yards receiving. But I don't know, man. Just not too excited. Michael Pittman might sound boring, but look at his game log. I mean, 20 points, 19, 15, 14, 20, 23, 23, 13, 16. Put up a lot of duds as well, especially late towards the end of the season. But the whole Colts offense was bad. And going over to Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers in his last year starting, Mike McCarthy offense, I really like Michael Pittman this year. I think he's a great price. And I know I was saying, Justin Herbert, I if he fell to me, I wish I didn't take Hurts. But really, like, if I get Godwin instead of Hurts, like Godwin and Herbert or Jalen Hurts and Michael Pittman, who's really that much better? I mean, I don't know. It depends if Chris Godwin hits his true ceiling because his true ceiling is like top 5 wide receiver. He's shown that. But I'm pretty happy getting Pittmans and Downs right here. Josh Downs as well. Didn't look as great last year. It was kind of in Michael Pittman's shadow a little bit, but I really think he's going to take a big step up with Michael Pittman gone. And he's being talked about playing on the outside as well, not just the slot. One thing to monitor, though, with the Colts is if they bring in a veteran receiver, because they've been rumored to. I think there's a good chance that they do. And Josh Downs could fall because of that. But I still think he's going to be a pretty valuable pick, regardless. And Jordan Addison falls all the way to 108 in this draft. Very interesting. I actually have Jordan Addison at 108 or 107 in a Best Ball Mania that I drafted the other night. And I almost got Kyler Murray back at 131. He got taken at 129. I was choked, man. If I got them both 20 picks past ADP, oh my goodness, would have been incredible. In a BBM too. Now, I want to take a look at Wandale's game logs. This is another example. A boring archetype of player. You think, oh, Wandale, pure slot guy, not great. Look at these game logs. I mean, 11 points, meh, but 31 points, 20, 15, 13, 12, 33, 10, 16, 25. Like, That's 2 games above 30 points and 2 games above 20 points. For a guy going in round 10, that's really valuable. And if you just get that to happen in the right week, then I want that on my team. Versus look at a guy who goes right next to him in Matthew Golden. This guy got 3 games in a row with 10 points from weeks 3, 4, and 6. But this is a first round pick, man. Okay, week 19 in the playoff game, sure, he got 18 points. 4 out of 5, 1 touchdown. Romeo Dobbs is gone, I get it, but the thought about taking Golden over Wandale, like, I can't get there, man. It makes no sense to me. Okay, J.K. Dobbins is still available. That would be a really, really interesting pick. I know I still need more receiver, but 11 picks past ADP, I probably can't pass up on that. And there's really no receivers in this range that I want. So I'm going to take Dobbins. Now, looking at receivers, Shakir, Coker, Higgins, Shaheed, Diggs. Sure, like, I could reach up on one of these guys, but I think I'm going to take the chance that one falls back to me instead and take a 4th running back. If I can get Jordan Mason, I'd be really happy with that. I could consider Dallas Goedert when I have Jalen Hurts, but with Brock Bowers, I don't want to take my second tight end yet. I'd rather just be even stronger at running back and receiver. Receivers are pretty thin, so I might lean into that thinness and just make sure I'm really strong at running back still. So I'm going to take Jordan Mason. He's a guy who's been getting steamed up the board. So I'm trying to take him now before he gets too expensive. But I mean, if news breaks right for Jordan Mason, and if he's just talked about as being the clear 1A in Minnesota, you know, Aaron Jones just going to be third down, limited snaps because he's old and injury prone. Where does he go in drafts? Are you taking him above RJ Harvey? I could easily see him going in the 80s. That's where he was getting drafted last year. I mean, wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if he ends up going that high, but it's in the range of outcomes. So I'm going to be drafting him in the 120s while I still can. Let's do a little recap of our team. We have a 2-4-4-1. Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Feels great. Running backs, Bijan, David Montgomery, J.K. Dobbins, and Jordan Mason. I mean, that's just a lot of points. All different bye weeks too is always nice. 4 receivers, Nico, Terry, Pittman, and Downs. A little thin, but we do have nice PPR picks. And I'm going to be looking at least 9 receivers, if not 10, on this team. So I feel fine with it. This probably is like a 10 wide receiver team. At least 9, though. We see Higgins, Shaheed, Coker off the board. That's unfortunate. Would love one of this tier of guys to come back to me. Diggs, McMillan, Naylor, Cooper are the next guys in ADP after. And then it starts to get pretty thin at receiver. Debo is a guy I'm going to have a lot in DraftKings because he goes at 174, which is, I mean, I think is way underpriced. Hoping he signs because I have quite a bit of Debo, and I don't want to feel bad about that pick. All right. Aaron Jones has been slowly falling. I feel like he goes at 133 here. I like seeing these quarterbacks go off the board. Malik Willis, CJ Stroud, Sam Darnold. Don't want them, so you can have them. Chig is gone. He would have been interesting to pair with Jaden Daniels, but I still don't know if I need another tight end yet. I feel like I need to catch up more at receiver first. Ideally, I would like to get 2 receivers with my next pick. Okay, we're 6 picks away right now. Bryce Young goes as well. Love to see that. Wow, JCM is still here too, and Tyron Tracy. It's going to be kind of hard to pass up on JCM. Although if Diggs is there, I'm taking Diggs over him. Okay, Diggs goes. That sucks. Now, if JCM is there at 143, he's just going to be on my team, and I can stop at 5 running backs. Cam Ward goes 2. Jalen McMillan. Wow, these receivers I wanted are just evaporating. That is not great for me. This is what I'm talking about when I was saying, like, the receivers just seem to really dry up fast on DraftKings. Like, you're seeing it, man. They get dry. Really, really dry. Which makes me even, oh man, JCM goes. Now, looking at who's here, like, no one's even really worth taking. So I'm going to take the missile just because he seems like the best player available. And I might even just take another tight end here. Because, like, look at these receivers, man. Naylor, Cooper, Jennings, Hunter. I could take 2 at the next turn. I still think I need one of these guys, though, as my 5th. Sure, I could get Strange, but I can get more tight ends later, too. I think taking a shot on Naylor or Cooper makes sense, and I'm leaning towards Naylor just because it's my 5th receiver. Omar Cooper is a rookie, and he's playing for the Jets. Huh. Naylor, Cooper, Jennings. No, you know what? I'm going with the guy with truly the highest upside, and I think that's Omar Cooper. If things break right for him. The reason I'm doing this as my 5th, it doesn't feel great as my 5th, but I know I'm going to be taking probably 10. So I'll take the guy who has the shot at just being the highest upside player. And I can get some more floor picks later. I'll do that. Like, Jalen Naylor could just be straight up bad. He has all the opportunity in the world, though. And yeah, dude, it gets dry. But looking at all these quarterbacks going, I'm happy I have my 2. The quarterback tiers actually did work out pretty well for us. It's just Herbert that was like a crazy fall. Is that Dobbins ADP or did he fall? Seems late. He fell to me. I got Dobbins at 119. His ADP was 108. So we got a little 11 pick fall. And I like some good value. Again, I know I needed receiver there, but the value on Dobbins I'm not passing up on. And then maybe looking back, instead of Jordan Mason, I could have taken my boy Shaheed or Coker or Diggs or Higgins. And then I still get the missile on the way back as my 4th, but I could even stop at 5 running backs here. I could stop at 2 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks, and get 11 receivers if I want to. Probably won't. The way I'm drafting this team, I'm probably getting 2 more really late tight ends. But since it's DraftKings 20 rounds, I could even get like a late Mendoza if I want to as a 3rd quarterback. We'll see who falls to us. I'm going to try and scoop up some value and just take who makes sense. I don't like reaching too far on a certain position. I like to take best player available when I can with structure still in mind. My running backs, Bijan, Montgomery, Dobbins, Mason, Mitchell. I can easily stop at 5. Being 20 rounds, though, I might take 6, depending on who my second tight end is. But I'm going to go with 10 wide receivers at least, possibly even 11. However, when I have Nico and Terry as my first 2, I don't know if I need 11. That feels a little excessive. 10 feels good. And then either 6 running backs or 3 tight ends. We'll see who I get. I'm 5 picks away right now. Going to queue up some players. Travis Hunter, Trey Tucker. I still don't feel great about Travis Hunter. Ryan Flournoy, Denzel Boston. I do like the receivers in this tier right here, so I'm going to be looking at 2 of them. Deebo Samuel, too, would be great on this team. I'll queue up Trey Harris. I'll queue up Isaac Tesla. I want one of these tier of guys. Man, do I take Travis Hunter? I know he had the one sick game and then got injured. It just sounds like he's playing corner a lot more than receiver. But like pick 167 is so cheap. I could use the upside, but honestly, I would rather have Flournoy. Jonah Coleman goes, I'm taking Flournoy first. Travis Hunter, 170. Denzel Boston is another pick I would consider. Boston goes. So there goes that. I mean, if Travis Hunter's there at 170, I'm taking him. All right, Coop Daddy, what we doing? Oh, Deebo's still here too, though? Oh, man. Deebo or Travis Hunter? I really like Deebo. My receivers are so thin. I'm sorry, Travis Hunter. I just don't like the pick. I know a lot of people are probably going to hate this, but I am taking Deebo over Travis Hunter. I don't know, man. It just does not feel good to me. He could have massive spike weeks. I just don't know how valuable he's going to be for fantasy. And I think a lot of people would argue that you want the type of receiver that could be amazing or could be awful when you're weak at the position. So if he is great, then it helps your team the most. But still, Deebo at 170. He could just go back to the Commanders as well and stack up with Jaden. I think that's actually really likely to happen. I think he could go to the Colts as well. Really curious to see where Travis Hunter goes in this draft. He's still available at pick 175. But I think we're starting to land the plane. And he does go at 175, by the way. This guy also has a ton of Jaguars. Travis Hunter, Brenton Strange, Chris Rodriguez, 3 late Jags, no Trevor Lawrence. But who cares? Tank Bigsby, Antonio Williams off the board right after. Now what I'm hoping for is some tight end values. Tight end and wide receiver still. I think I probably look at one of each with my next position. Dontavian Wicks would be a lot of fun on this team because I do have an unstacked Jalen Hurts and I need more receivers. So Wicks would be a perfect fit. If I could get Dontavian Wicks and then my second tight end with my next 2 picks, I'll be really happy with that. I don't often push receiver this much, but I think it's kind of working. Still having Nico and Terry up top feels great. And then I can take a 6th running back if I want with one of my last picks. or a third tight end. But when I have Bowers, I'm still in favor of just stopping at 2 tight ends, even in 20 rounds. But we'll see who we get as our second. Let's check the tight ends available too. Dulcich, Helm, Barner. Barner's ADP is so late here, man. T. Ferg, Cade Otton. So I love this late tier of tight ends here. Mainly like these guys I have start up. Connor Helm. I just don't feel as good about him as I do the other guys. Let's see this news on Gunnar Helm. Titans head coach Robert Saleh has praised Helm's physical development this offseason and named the tight end as a player who hopefully will take a big jump during the 2026 season. Okay, well, that's kind of what's expected. It's still just the Titans, though. Barner does go. That's unfortunate. Man, Trey Harris is still here, too. Trey Harris, Dontavian Wicks. I like Trey Harris a lot more than Wicks. But I might still just take Wicks for the stack. This is a milli maker. The guy next to me does have Herbert, though, so he would probably be so happy to get Trey Harris. Man, do I take Wicks? I like Trey Harris a lot more, man. Or I take my tight end first and see who comes back to me. Maybe I take my choice of tight end first. Let's take Cade Otton. And if I get sniped on both Trey Harris and Wicks, then I'll just not be happy. But we'll see who we get between these two. I like Cade Otton more than Pat Freiermuth. Okay, he does take Trey Harris. Not surprised when he had Justin Herbert. And then we do get Wicks on the way back. So, yeah, we get him stacked up with Hurts. Probably is the right pick, but I do think Trey Harris just has a much, much higher ceiling. But at least we have a stack. We have Keaton Missile, too, on the Chargers. Could have been a little correlation there. Oh, well. Feel great about my receivers now. Happy with Cade Otton and Brock Bowers, but do I still want a third tight end or a sixth running back? I'm not sure. Not sure. We'll see who we can get at the next turn. There are a couple picks late that I might look at. I'm probably going to take one receiver with my next pick and then either a tight end or running back and then a receiver with my last pick. Okay. I guess I could have considered Mendoza too. At 191, Mendoza would have stacked up with Brock Bowers, but he doesn't really excite me too much. I don't know when he's going to start. I think it's going to be later than a lot of people want to believe. And I don't need 3 quarterbacks on this team. We're playing for $3 million. Got to remember that. 1,089 seat final. It's a lot of people. Which, I mean, when I think about that too, 1,089 seat final, do I really need any of these guys that are available as a third tight end when I have Bowers? I mean, I drafted Bowers in the second round. I kind of just expect him to be the guy I'm going to need. So I think it makes more sense to lean into that and then just take an extra running back, take an extra receiver. And I'm going to draft the running back. I like to take a stab on the most. Could just be a 0, but I like to take him. And I'm going to queue up some receivers as well. Kayshon Boutte is a fun click. He was just like not bad last year. And he's going, yeah, he gets taken there, unfortunately. I would have taken Boutte. and been happy about it. Ted Hurst is still here too. Could be a fun pick. I like the Tampa Bay Bucks offense. Uh, Jalen Noel, we already have a lot of Baltimore. Or sorry, Houston. Queuing up Rashad Bateman for Baltimore or Elijah Surratt. Hmm. Brandon Ayuk used to be a fun pick down here. And then he just fucked that all up. All right. I'm gonna go Ted Hurst. I like the Bucks. Just getting another Bucks player feels good. I do have a lot of Week 10 buys on the team, but who cares? And then I'll take Kalen Black as a sixth running back, and then one more receiver, and the team will be done. I don't even know if anyone's in here, but the guy I'm going to queue up for sure is Keenan Allen. I want Keenan on this team. And I'll queue up some other guys as well. Let's go ahead and recap this team. We have Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Running backs, we got 6. Bijan Robinson, David Montgomery, J.K. Dobbins, Jordan Mason, Keaton Missile, and Kalen Black. We have 9 receivers so far. Going to draft one more. Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin, Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, Omar Cooper, Ryan Flournoy, Deebo Samuel, Dontavian Wicks, and Ted Hurst. Hopefully Keenan Allen as well. And then Cade Otton and Brock Bowers at tight end. A little 2-6, 10-2. Pretty fun. What's up, Nathan? Just got home from the gym. About to do fast puppy number 26. Hey, good luck. Good luck. And that's a lot of volume in that fast puppy already. It's a lot of volume in that fast puppy, but hey, good luck. Hope you do well. Gonna queue up some other receivers as well. I feel like people have gotten really bored with the Giants receivers because they were a big topic of discussion like 2 months ago. Now no one really cares. No one wants Mooney. No one wants Fields. No one wants Beckham. No one even wants Darius Slayton. Like, literally none of these guys, man. I don't expect the Giants offense to be that good this year, which is kind of another reason I'm just not very big on Cam Scatabo. But I still have a lot of Tyrone Tracy. Been hammering the Tyrone Tracy. Might be good, might be bad. We'll see. I have taken a little bit of Scatabo, I will say. Especially if he falls past ADP. Because if he is just at training camp, running around, making cuts and looking decent, then he's going to rise in ADP. I still don't want that much of him, though. I think I have like 1%, maybe 2% Scatabo. Not a ton. Okay, we are 5 picks away. Looking at one more receiver. I miss being able to take Brandon Ayuk when I had Jane Daniels. That was a fun game theory thing to do. Like, oh, Jane Daniels, Brandon Ayuk, going to go to the Commanders. What a great stack. So smart. Taking them together. Yay. But just never really happens anymore. You know, kind of sounds like Brandon Ayuk's just never going to play football again. So and this guy right here, Chums, is on auto. Oh, dude, look at this guy's picture. It's a little kitty. Oh my God, that's so cute. I should change my picture just to my cats. And man, I just realized the cats have been really chill this stream. I mean, Momo's just chilling up there, Dan sleeping on the couch. The kitties have been really chill. Wilson saying Tracy's his highest drafted player at 20.8%. I don't hate it because I still think he's gonna like play regardless. I don't think he's gonna be a 0. And so I have like around that much too. Maybe like 18% now, but yeah, close to 20 myself. Devontae Walker goes, okay, I'm taking Keenan Allen. Finish this team off for a 2-6-10-2. I like it. I think it turned out pretty well too. So we're going to end it there today. I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all know the deal. I love you. Joy is beautiful. And we are going to end this stream. Hey, damn it. Hey, down. Hey, buddy. Yo. Oh, oh, dude, I just fell off my stool too. Yo, what a way to end this stream. Okay.